While looking into game settings, we find the VSync option in graphics or video settings. Most gamers keep it default because they don't understand this technical term. So, here we will explain what is VSync, how it works, and whether you should use it or not. What is VSync? VSync stands for vertical synchronization. It is a game setting to sync GPU and monitor. The only purpose of VSync is to eliminate screen tearing. While playing a game, you may come across a scene where you feel like the game is lagging. It happens when your game's FPS exceeds your monitor's refresh rate. Suppose your GPU, graphics card, is running the game at 70 frames per second, FPS. And, let's say your monitor has a refresh rate of 60 Hz. So, the GPU is trying to show 70 frames per second. Whereas, the monitor can only show 60 images per second. That means, your GPU is generating more than your monitor can handle. So, the monitor skips the extra frames. This is where VSync comes in. Let's understand how VSync works. VSync feature restricts the GPU from creating more frames than the monitor can handle. As the name suggests, it synchronizes, your GPU and monitor. So, if your monitor's refresh rate is 60, your GPU creates less than 60 frames to sync with your monitor. Now, what are the drawbacks of VSync? You may now think that the VSync feature is very beneficial. But, it also has one drawback. As I have explained before, VSync restricts GPU from generating more frames than the monitor. However, sometimes, it negatively impacts the GPU frames. Due to this, the GPU generates very few frames. Let's take an example. A GPU generates 70 FPS. And your monitor refresh rate is 60. After turning on VSync, the GPU may sometimes drop the FPS to 25 or 30 frames. Therefore, several gamers don't like to use the VSync feature. To overcome this issue, VSync alternatives were introduced. GSync is an alternative by NVIDIA, and FreeSync is an alternative by AMD. They work on the same phenomenon as VSync. However, they eliminate screen tearing without causing any negative impact on the FPS. Also, note that both the GPU and monitor have to support the technology. What are the other solutions? After using VSync, if you are experiencing reduced frame rates, you can try lowering other graphics settings. Even if you have a powerful GPU and CPU, you will feel screen tearing if your monitor has a lesser refresh rate. Some GPUs are so powerful that they can even exceed 3000 frames per second. But, you won't find a monitor with a refresh rate of more than 360 frames. So, should you keep VSync on or off? If you do not experience any screen tearing while playing games, then let the VSync option be disabled. If your GPU is creating more frames than your monitor's refresh rate, then you can turn on the VSync feature. However, if you are facing a negative impact on FPS, then it is better to turn off VSync. Or, you can use the alternative by NVIDIA or AMD.